Sir, episode 3 of HBO's The Last of Us aired and they made Bill gay. Ah yes, Bill, our previously straight icon. They made Bill gay in The Last of Us. Facepalm. Did you guys play the game? The Last of Us is a horrible show, 100% woke propaganda. I refuse to even watch just a second of it. If you haven't watched a second of it, how do you know it's a horrible show? I stopped watching because of this reason. Some of us are straight men. Oh no! Representation is fine, but it's starting to become forced, repetitive, and predictable in media. Also, why does it always have to be a male couple? Representation is fine, but it's starting to become forced, repetitive, and predictable in media. Also, why does it always have to be a straight couple? To answer your question, The Last of Us has a gay couple in it because it's based on a video game that had a gay man in it who was in that couple. It's an adaptation of a story that has already happened. In the games, it's supposed to be a joke/speculation. No actual confirmation that he's gay. They just drop hints he's gay. The show give you just straight up gay with a completely pointless story that contributed nothing. Yeah guys, the idea that Bill's gay has no real true substance. I mean, he does refer to Frank as his partner, and his affiliations and his relationship with Frank are listed separately to Joel and Tess, as well as being affiliated with Frank, but that was just because they just fancied putting him in a different category to Joel and Tess for no apparent reason. He also happens to own some adult gay material, but that was just a joke. You know, it was for the funny. He doesn't actually like men, he just has a stash of adult gay material for no reason other than ha ha ha. Episode 3 of The Last of Us on HBO aired recently, and people were shocked and annoyed that a gay character was being portrayed as being in a relationship with a person of the same gender. Horrifying, I know. I've also mentioned some tidbits as to why it was blatant that Bill was gay to begin with. He referred to Frank as his partner, he lived alone in a house with another man, he owned adult, suggestive, and explicit material that was gay. That would have been a massive hint to me that somebody is in fact gay. Yeah, all of those factors combined just means that the character of Bill and his sexuality is completely open to interpretation, am I right? You can see him as being totally straight. Bill, our straight, apocalyptic icon. History will say they were just survival buddies. It's giving me major flashbacks to when The Last of Us Part 2 was announced and people were horrified to discover that Ellie was gay. Even though in the DLC for The Last of Us, she kisses another girl and has feelings for another girl. You really should just play the game and pay attention. In this video, I want to talk about the politicalization of being queer, anything in the LGBTQ+ community, because we're often seen as representing a political stance by merely existing. And for those people who would say, I'm not homophobic, but I think it's woke and I don't like having all of this representation shoved down my throat just because there is a gay character in media, I hate to inform you, but that stance is inherently homophobic because you're only viewing that character within a political vacuum. The only reason that queer people are seen as woke badges of sorts is because historically, more liberal parties were the only ones that were accepting and progressive when it came to LGBTQ issues. It's not like we had a choice to sit down and go through all of the political parties and choose which one we can side with and become more varied in that way, because some parties, such as conservative parties, have been very anti-LGBTQ+. So yes, there will be a large chunk of the LGBTQ+ community that are in fact liberal and support parties such as the Democrats or perhaps Labour in the United Kingdom. However, making the assertion that because somebody is part of the LGBTQ community, means that they automatically support X political figure or Y political party is bigoted. And by the same token, just because there is a gay character in media, it doesn't automatically make that media woke or liberal, in the same way that it doesn't automatically make representation of that gay character good representation for the LGBTQ+ community. It's especially sad to see characters such as Bill be treated in this manner because Bill is a multifaceted character. Him being gay is possibly one of the least interesting things about him. His situation and how he survives through an apocalypse, and his relationships with not only Frank but others around him are important to know and important to investigate. The intent to make him a gay character was definitely there, and if you disagree then you're either ignorant or willfully blind, but it wasn't meant to be his defining characteristic. This is because the creators of the game did not see him as a political symbol. They did not see him as a gay character to have for woke points. The same way that him being shown to be in a gay relationship on the TV show is not a political move. It is simply the backstory of a character. We know he's gay, we know he was in a relationship with Frank, so when showing his backstory, they have to portray that story. It doesn't make it any different to seeing Joel and his daughter together in a normal, happy father-daughter relationship. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's not a political stance on single dads, the same way that seeing Frank and Bill together isn't a political stance on being gay. You have got to stop seeing gay people as representations of your political opponent, because they aren't. There are gay people who believe in all kinds of things. There are gay people I would definitely disagree with. There are LGBTQ people in general I would definitely have a debate with because we don't all think the same. We aren't a hive mind. These are the same people who would make fun of other people for finding problematic elements of things in media and clown on them for being stupid and saying that it's not too deep. These people also look for wokeness no matter where they go. They look for liberalism no matter where they go. They search for things to be angry about and then turn around to other people and say that they should chill because it's just a video game or it's just a TV show. Perhaps you should take your own advice. I needed to rant about this topic and just splurge it all out into the void, and then it's gone. God bless. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you like my videos, please consider becoming a member or a patron. I have lots of other different videos planned. This was just a spur of the moment thing, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.